beautiful people, welcome back to my channel again. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and hit that bell icon. That way you're going to be notified whenever I upload new video. Yes, thanks to all of my new subscribers, and thanks to all of you wonderful people that leave me that comment in the comment section. If you are just joining me, this is all about being informed, inspired, and motivated simply by Boyno. My name is Boyno, and you are most welcome. Yeah, so today we have a very interesting topic, and today we are going to talk about the things that Africa had before the modern world. What if I told you that Africa had university, trade, buildings, kingdoms, library that have full books in it? Our parts of Europe were still trying to develop. Now let's get into this. Let's talk about what Africa had before the modern world came. Africa had higher university. One example of that university is Timbuktu in present-day Mali. During the 1300s to 1500s, students traveled from different parts of Africa to come to this Timbuktu University, where they study law, they study mathematics. They also study astronomy, medicine, and theology. Thousands of handwritten manuscripts was preserved in that library. The Sankore University was a major place for learning. The books in that university, they were so powerful, knowledgeable, that they were so expensive to the extent that gold could pay for those books. Africa had powerful kingdoms and empires. Africa had powerful states and political system before colonization began. We had the Malay Empire, the Songhai Empire, the Kingdom of Kush, and ancient Egypt. Most of you remember Egypt from the Bible, and that is Africa. During Jesus' time, Egypt was existing. So, for example, the pyramids in Egypt, they were built hundreds of years ago. We all know about Egypt. The time that it had lasted for is still present. Advanced engineering without modern machines. All those buildings that are in Egypt, we know how those buildings were built with no modern machine. There are some cities here in Africa that have some of those buildings, and Egypt is one of them. Africa had international trade networks. The African Empire, they traded gold, they traded textiles, they traded salt, spices, and ivory. The West African kingdoms in Africa during that time, they control supplies that influence the global economy. The trade route crossed the Sahara Desert and connected Africa to the Middle East all the way to Europe. Let's talk about the architecture and the engineer. Let's look at the Great Zimbabwe in modern Zimbabwe. Massive stone structures were built without modern equipment, but they are still standing there up to present. And this is something that required a lot of knowledge, time, project, landmark, all to do this kind of thing. But the people that did it, they had no modern equipment, no knowledge of all those engineering, project management, all those stuff things, but they did that building because they were skilled professionals. Let's talk about medicine and science. Many African societies had herbal medicine system, surgical practices, knowledge of astronomers and the calendar. Those people read the calendar, the astronomers, all of them, they follow, they know when and what, all of those things, they study it. Some community track time and season long before modern scientific tools. Why are we talking about this? Because these are things that were in Africa before the modern days. Yes, it's important that we talk about it, that I can say that Africa was even modern before being modern. Yeah, because they were saying that Africa had nothing before colonization. Like it was the white people that came and colonized Africa, those people from Europe, before Africa started to have something. But that is not true. Africa had education, governance, architecture, trade system, science, culture. Understanding this is changes how some people view Africa. So, this is to tell you that Africa did not start with colonization. It started civilization. Yeah, civilization comes from Africa. So, we know this now. And let me tell you guys, if there is something that I've not mentioned that I've been in Africa before the modern days, please leave it in that comment section. Let's talk about this. Let's share this video. Let's get to know more about Africa. Yes, and if you want to know more about Africa, visit my YouTube channel, subscribe to my channel, because we talk about Africa and different African countries. We tell you what's happening in those countries, what's going on, what is it all about. So subscribe and hit that bell icon. That's where you're going to be notified whenever I upload new video. So I see you there. See you again. Have a good day, guys. I love you. Stay safe. Bye-bye.